where some of the investigators are leaving this property here on Muddy Creek Road. As you can see here on this tree, several people have stopped by this area where investigators say remains were found that are believed to be those of Evelyn Boswell. This house is owned by someone in Megan Boswell's family. They're pretty confident that the remains found on this property are those of 15-month-old Evelyn Boswell. Around the time the coroner was getting ready to leave, I did hear some screaming and yelling coming from the house. We're pretty far away. We're on a church property right next door to the Boswell home here on Muddy Creek Road. We don't know exactly where the remains were found. We don't know what condition they were in either. I can just tell you what I saw from my point of view, and it did not seem that investigators were searching inside the house.
Last time you saw Evelyn?
Go and get that camera out my face, man.
Do you know where Evelyn is? Do you have anything to say to the public? Anything you'd like us to share?
Jesus loves you.
What is up, it's Mel, and I wanted to talk about this audio clip that there's several points of contention going on who this audio came from, and I took a couple of notes down. Several people reached out to me about the audio, and I spent several hours actually putting that intro of this video together. The enhancing the audio didn't take that long, but clearly to me it says 543 Down by the Sycamore. Now, I didn't hear tree when I played the entire audio, but sycamore is a tree if you look it up. Some of the points of contention: some people are saying that this is audio that was played in the car by the radio when the windows were wind down. When the windows went down, that's when you heard the audio, and it sounded to me like a female. Some people were speculating that it was William singing a song. The video quality was kind of deteriorated, so you couldn't tell too clearly that it was actually him. But to me, it didn't look like he was moving his mouth when he turned his face and singing it. It sounds like a woman. The other point of contention is they were saying maybe it was reporters talking. That's a possibility, but it's definitely not the person that was on the microphone, because had the person that was talking previously when they first questioned them, it would have sounded just as loud. If it was somebody that was by the microphone or closer to the video camera, I think it would have been a lot louder. And also given the fact that when the windows winded down is when you heard 543. So to me, this is definitely coming from inside the car, unless there just happened to be a reporter in the distance talking about 543. The other thing you have to keep in mind is this is days before we actually even knew the location, but days before the tip was given about the location of where Evelyn is. Is this all coincidence? I don't know. You guys comment down below. You let me know your thoughts. You may have seen the laundry list of charges behind me, specifically with Angela, which is the mother of Megan, which is Evelyn's grandmother. You know, some of the charges that were interesting, and this is back from 2018, was leaving a child unattended in a motor vehicle, this was all stated in the news. Also, child restraint children ages between 4 and 8, meaning I guess they didn't have a seatbelt on. And something that was really interesting to me also was a picture that somebody sent me with Tommy Sr. Boswell with a kidnapping charge. And there's been about 3 people that reached out to me to help me research some of this stuff. The kidnapping charge was weird because when I reached back out to these people, I was like, what's up with this? And they were like, oh, I didn't see that. And that to me sticks out. Now, kidnapping doesn't mean that it has to do anything with a child, but from what I've been hearing and reading, there's been a lot of issues, domestic issues with this family. Specifically, somebody told me that Tommy Boswell Paving Company has that address, which is the 543, I believe. And reportedly, there's been a history of love and hate between Megan's parents. According to court records, twice he discovered her with another man on his property. So who knows? But like the news has stated, and I said in the previous video, this whole family seems to be a huge mess. There's more portions of this story that I want to cover. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Make sure you check out the playlist that we have here for the Evelyn Boswell story. And, I don't just run with rumors. Sometimes there's information that's really interesting. Like, I think this audio is interesting. And if you have information that you can look into, like this video, audio with dates and timelines, that's how I like to cover stories, because it can be detrimental if you're just throwing things out there just to throw it out there. And I really don't do that on here, and I don't consider this to be that either, since we can see the audio and we can talk about it in the timeline. So comment down below. I appreciate you guys' support, and any valid information or things or angles that you think I should take a look at on this story. Reach out to me and let me know, because I do all this by myself, and there's people on Facebook that are nice enough to reach out and sometimes help me and provide information. And if you help out and provide information and you want to be shouted out, let me know. A lot of times people don't want their name put out there. A lot of times people just reach out to me and, they want to be anonymous, or they just give me bits of information from the internet and they don't want their name necessarily put out there. So appreciate you guys. Peace. And definitely let me know your thoughts about this audio. This is, to me, not just any kind of coincidence, though the news reporter did say that they had been out there multiple times previously, but the window winding down and then us hearing that audio, 543 Sycamore, 3 days later, that's where the body is found. And there just happens to be a bunch of trees there that look like a sycamore tree. It was also stated by this the news reporter, that she saw them searching the area, but they actually, to her, it didn't seem like they were even inside. It seemed like they were outside. I heard speculation that it was by a shed. I was trying to find the audio clip of where she said shed, but she definitely said that it was on the outside, that they looked like they were mainly searching. So where could that be? Who knows? And I was saying in the previous video too, because the time had been so long since she was last seen, that she could have been moved several times. And of course, I've heard a lot of speculation and different rumors, but yeah, comment below. Appreciate you guys, and peace again for like the 5th time.